Finally, here it is again, attention by the masses. Bitcoin gets very close to the 100K, and thus it's not just Bitcoin that's going up, it's also the altcoins, especially the meme coins. Let's have a look at Zerebro in this video. We're going to look at on-chain analytics, we're going to look at the buyers and sellers, we're going to look at what's currently driving the price to then derive whether or not it still makes sense to buy Zerebro. Now, owning Bitcoin is nice and all, but the real profits are to be made in the smaller tokens. Just have a look at this. In the last 7 days, a lot of tokens went up by hundreds of percent. WhipWop even doubled today, Project 89 more than doubled. And have a look at this, right? Those are all rather small cap cryptocurrencies. This is not in the billions. This is actually where currently all the gains are made. Now, I published a video on Zerebro before on this channel, and it just performed like your average video. So an average video is indicated here by this gray area. Yet at the time the price was 7.7 cents and now we are at 53 cents. And so I cover meme coins regularly on this channel. I always try to pick the ones that have positive momentum but that still have some kind of further upside potential. So if you don't want to miss the next one, feel free to subscribe here. Now, Zerebro is a token that had been issued via pump.fun, so the meme coin launchpad on Solana, and it's currently got 22,000 holders on the chain. But not all of those holders are created equal. Some of them have just a few dollars worth of the token, others have hundreds of thousands of dollars. And so let's have a look at what those different kinds of holders are currently doing. On the left side, we've got the retail investor. On the right side, we've got the whale investor. In the middle, we've got something in between. So what we're seeing here is the number of wallets over time based on minimum holding thresholds. So on the left side, that's 2,000 tokens. So at the current price, that's roughly $1,000 worth of the token. There are currently 6,000 such wallets. The minimum holding for the wallets in the middle is 20,000 tokens, so $10,000 worth of the token. We have 2,200 such wallets. And on the right, we've got the whales. So we got another 10x. That's now $100,000 worth of the token. There are 563 such wallets. And so this is exactly the kind of chart we want to see. We have a very constant, nice accumulation by the small retail investor. We've got also consistent accumulation by medium-sized, and even the whales, they are not dumping despite the price going up. Now, what's also interesting is not just the number of holders, it's also how many new people come in, especially relative to the recurring traders. So we look at now how many new wallets are created every day that trade with the token versus how many recurring trades do we see. And that's visible here on the left chart. Now on the right chart, we've got the number of token transactions. That's a measure of how much attention there currently is on the token. And so the first-time traders are here in purple on the left. And on most days, we see more first-time traders than recurring traders. This is exactly what we want to see. We want to see a growing investor base, and we don't want that existing traders dump on each other. Now, on the right side, we've got the number of token transactions that peaked on the 10th of November and is now at a somewhat constant level. Probably one of the most insightful charts is over here. On the left side, we see the trading volume over time. On the right side, we see again the trading volume, but this time normalized to 100% per day. And we are now segregating again by those different wallet cohorts. And we see very nice constant increase of trading volume. This is exactly what we want to see. This means increased attention. But what we also see is that over time, the larger wallets tend to trade more and more, relatively speaking. So even though the number of whales isn't growing as quickly as the number of small retail investors, it seems like they are dollar cost averaging in heavier. They make up more and more of the trading volume. And that could mean that maybe a market maker is also part of one of those larger wallets. And that could then potentially mean a listing on a centralized exchange. Because still, most trading volume happens in a decentralized manner. The token is listed on MEXC. Pretty much everything is listed on MEXC, but they don't do much market making. They mainly just funnel orders through. The actual price discovery still happens on chain on Solana. And so we can have a look at how much value is held by the different wallet cohorts. And again, we see a very fast accumulation by the whales. This went here from the 7th of November from 14 million to currently 507 million. So the holding increased by 36x. Now compare this with small retail. They moved from 300K to 2.5 million. So that's maybe a 7x roughly. Small retail accumulated much slower than the whales. Yet over time, the number of holders, of course, is increasing. And that kind of data makes me rather bullish on the token. Now, the big question is always, how can we find something like Zerebro when it's not at 500 million in market cap, but when it's still relatively small, maybe at 50 million or 70 million, right? In the tens of millions, not in the hundreds of millions. This is where most of the gains are made. Now, my answer to this question is wallet tracking. Have a look at this. We got an alert by Kyle Chessy that he bought Zerebro at 7.8 cents. He did this in 2 transactions. And since then, the price went up by more than 500%. So I don't think the best approach to crypto trading is necessarily just picking a random token in a list and just looking at where's currently the movement happening. I think the best approach is to follow the smart money. It's to follow the influencers, it's to follow the insiders, it's to follow the people that actually move markets and tend to make profitable trades. And so here is Kyle Chessy. He's got 136,000 subscribers. And we are tracking 12 of his wallets. In total, we track more than 400 wallets. So for example, we also track Crypto Banter. They've got 1.1 million subscribers. When they mention a token, the price definitely goes up because, again, attention is moved towards that token. And more attention means more trading volume, means more purchases, means a higher price. And so we've got 33 of Crypto Banter's wallets. And so really, I believe this is the way to make alpha in crypto. It's trying to find information sources most people don't have. It's digging a bit deeper than others. It's following the smart money. And so I like this wallet approach that much that I created a dedicated tutorial section just on this topic. How can we find various influencer wallets? How can we then track those influencer wallets? And how can we subsequently interpret the signals that we get from the wallet tracking? It's all part of the premium membership of this channel. The link is down below, thebitcoinstrade.com. It's not just about wallet tracking. We've also got on-chain analytics, right? The charts that we looked at today in this video. It's also about backtesting. It's also about risk management and portfolio diversification. There's more than 100 tutorial videos in total. And so once we've got a signal, of course, we also have to discuss when to buy, when to sell. We have to compare our analytics. That's why we've got dedicated chats on the individual altcoins as well. So feel free to check it out. It's currently $125 per month. There's also a 1-week money back guarantee. So in case you don't like premium, in case you don't make money, just message me within the first week and I'll refund you 100%. There's really zero risk for you. And so do I believe that Zerebro will go higher? It's definitely possible. The upside is somewhat limited because we are already in the hundreds of millions, not anymore in the tens of millions of dollars. If you got some value out of this video, feel free to subscribe. I publish videos regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. See you on the next video or see you in premium. Cheers.